This tutorial is for 2nd grade, Module 4, Part 2, Lesson 12. In this lesson, we're going to use place value discs on the place value chart to subtract, and we're going to record our moves on the vertical form of the subtraction problems below the place value charts. Our first problem is 28 minus 12. Now when we did addition problems this way, we put both of our numbers, the numbers we were adding together, on the place value chart, but subtraction is a little bit different. For subtraction, we're just going to start with the first number, because that means I have 28 to start with. So I'm going to show that on my place value chart. 28 is made up of 2 10s and 8 1s. To show my subtraction, I'm going to cross off the number that I'm supposed to subtract. So I'm subtracting 12. That means I'm going to remove 2 1s. So I'm just going to cross off 2 of the 1s and 1 10, and I'll cross that off. Looking at my place value chart, I can see my final answer is 1 10 and 6 1s, or 16. We can show that below. I started off with 8 1s. Subtract 2 of them, that left me with 6 1s. I started with 2 10s and subtract 1 of those, and that left me with 1 10. So 28 minus 12 is 16. Now let's look at problem B. Here I'm starting off with 20 minus 12, so 20 is 2 10s. I need to subtract 12, which is 1 10 and 2 1s. In my place value chart, I don't have any 1s to subtract, so I need to get some. What I'm going to do is take one of my 10s, and I'm going to decompose it into 10 1s, since 10 1s would be the same thing as 1 10. So I move that 10 over and created 10 1s. Now I can subtract. I need to take 2 1s away, so I'll just cross off 2 of the 1s. Now let's show what we did down below here. We had 2 10s, we took one of them and decomposed it into 10 1s. Once I had my 10 1s, I could subtract. 10 1s minus 2 1s is 8 1s. Now let's subtract our 10s. There's 1 10 in 12, so I need to subtract 1 10. I already took one of my 10s away, so I only have 1 left. So I'm going to cross that off. Down below, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now we wouldn't put a 0 here because we don't start numbers with 0 when we're talking about whole numbers. So the 8 is my final answer. And you can double check that in the place value chart. I only have 8 1s left on the whole chart. That means 20 minus 12 is the same thing as 8. Let's look at one more problem. Here I have 25 minus 18. I'll start with 25, which is 2 10s and 5 1s. I need to subtract 18, which is 1 10 and 8 1s. I only have 5 1s, so I need some more 1s. I'm going to take one of my 10s, decompose it into 10 1s. I'm going to show that move down below. So I had 5 1s. I decomposed one of my 10s, so that left 1 10. And I decomposed it into 10 1s. I added it to the 5 1s that were already there. That gives me 15 1s. Now I'm going to subtract my 8. I'll cross off 8. And that leaves me 7 1s. In my 10s column, I have to subtract 1 10, so I'll cross that off. That leaves no 10s, so 25 minus 18 is 7. So the strategy of using the place value chart helps us see what's happening with our numbers down below in the vertical format of the subtraction problem.